The tagline of Click and Learn software is, "What do you want to learn today?" I got an email from a friend this morning just talking about general stuff, and he mentioned that today was Juneteenth. Now, I know a little bit about Juneteenth, but I don't know a whole lot. So I decided that today I'm going to make a game and learn about Juneteenth. So created a game. I only have 21 questions in it. It is definitely not expensive. It's just a little bit of introduction with a little bit of facts. And let's get right into play the game that I just created and see how quickly I can run through it, just as a sample to show you how it works. I'm going to click the game, click single player, and go. What is this game about? It's about Juneteenth. Juneteenth combines these two words, June and 19th. Combining two words into one is called portmanteau, I think that's how that's pronounced. To free someone from control by others is called emancipate. And Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation January 1st, 1863. The purpose was to free the slaves, but it only applied to the slaves in Confederate states. 15 seconds over. Let's see if I can do that a lot quicker. Juneteenth, June to 19th, portmanteau, emancipate, January 1st, 1863, to free the slaves, but it only applied to Confederate states. And now for 14 questions, Juneteenth, June and 19th, portmanteau, emancipate, January 1st, 1863, to free the slaves, but it only applied to Confederate states, slaves in Confederate states. Slavery was the concept that someone could own another human being. The American Civil War ended April 9th in 1865, and in June 19 in that year, these people arrived in Galveston, Texas. Federal troops, and the federal troops told the Texas slaves that they were free. The emancipation had passed, but they still hadn't been told that it happened. They had not been told that they were free. Many people believe that this book condoned slavery, the Bible, and slavery is mentioned in this Bible verse, 1 Peter 2:18. But Lincoln's proclamation was not actually a law. Okay, let's see how quickly I can go through that and get caught up. Juneteenth, June and 19th, portmanteau, emancipate, January 1st, 63, to free the slaves, apply to Confederate slave states. Someone could own human beings. The Civil War ended April 9. These arrived in Galveston, federal troops, and told the slaves they were free. Many people believe this book condoned 1 Peter and law. Okay, let's go on to a full 21 questions. What is this game about? Juneteenth, June and 19th, portmanteau. To emancipate, January 1st, 1863. To free the slaves, but it only applied to slaves in Confederate states. Slavery is a concept that someone could own other human beings. Civil War ended April 9. They traveled to Galveston, Texas, federal troops to let the people know they were free. Many people believe the Bible, 1 Peter, was not actually a law. But this law made slavery illegal nationwide. 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment became law this date. December 6th, okay? Juneteenth became recognized as a time for celebration, and the number of days between the Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth was actually 900 days. And she is known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, Opal Lee, and he made June 19th a federal holiday, Joe Biden, in 2021. All right, let's see how quickly we can go through this. Juneteenth, June and 19th, portmanteau, emancipate, January 1st. Work was to free the slaves. It only applied to Confederate states. Someone could own a human being. It was entered on April 9th. Federal troops went into Galveston to tell the slaves, former slaves, they were free. And many believe that the Bible condones slavery, as in 1 Peter 2:18. But it was not actually a law. This made it legal nationwide. The 13th Amendment became law on December 6th, recognized for its time of celebration, 900 days, and it was made a federal holiday in 2020 by Joe Biden. Okay, what's the question? Oprah Lee, Joe Biden, 21. Man, I was looking at the wrong question. I was thinking the wrong place. Okay, we'll get through this time. Juneteenth, June and 19th, portmanteau, emancipation, January 1st, free the slaves, applied to Confederate slaves, but would own other human beings. Civil War entered April 9th. Federal troops arrived in Galveston to tell the former slaves they were actually free. The Bible in 1 Peter 2:18. Was that not actually a law, but the 13th Amendment made it a law and became, on this date, December 6th, recognized as a time for celebration. 900 days between and she's the grandmother, Oprah Lee. He made it a federal holiday, and it became effective in 2021. Okay, so let's see how we can do in random order. Civil War ended April 9. Could own other human beings. The Bible, a time for celebration. 13th Amendment, December 6th. Portmanteau, made a federal holiday in 2021. The slaves that they were free. January 1st, 1863. But the 13th Amendment made it illegal nationwide. Oprah Lee, was considered the grandmother of Juneteenth. The federal troops arrived 900 days after the Emancipation Proclamation, but the proclamation was not actually a law. This game is about Juneteenth, Confederate states. He made Joe Biden, 1 Peter, June 18th, to emancipate and slaves. Okay, we beat the clock. Now we're going into test mode. Became law this date, December 6th, 1865. Juneteenth, they were free, and this is test mode, so we're not racing the clock. They were free. Juneteenth, it combines June and 19th. Mentioned in this Bible verse, 1 Peter 2:18. Concept that human beings could own other human beings. Ended April 9th, 1865. Portmanteau, January 1st, 1863. Oprah Lee, considered the grandmother. The purpose was to free the slaves. To free someone controlled by others is to emancipate. But Lincoln's proclamation not actually a law. The Bible, 13th Amendment, 900 days. Joe Biden, time for celebration. And we've answered 18 of 21. We have 3 more to go. Made a federal holiday in 2021. Confederate states and the federal troops arrived. We got 100%. When the system says, what do you want to learn today? I just started creating that game this morning, and just a few hours later did a lot of research, kind of put the questions in some kind of a logical order, so they told a story, chronological order. And I think I learned a lot, but now this game is part of the system, and I can get into this and play anytime, review anytime. And honestly, it's that easy to learn something just in one day. Actually, you can learn the name and location of the 50 states in one day. It takes about 3 hours. But with this system, you can make games about anything and learn just a tremendous amount of information. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.